I got that. Daddy, I saw somebody up.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Rick Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
All day, dog. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Don't let him breathe.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This complete to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mike 42.
On first down, Rodgers finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for Seattle.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys 5-yard line.
Over. Three buzz. Check safety.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Three down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run. 45.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike 10. It's been a long day for you.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Tighten up. Pull it together.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mike 52.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Just shy of the goal. A 5-yard pickup. Brings up 4th down and
56 to
goal.
Mike, boys. 56.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Blue Dan. Watch the air.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been...
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. On the run, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
Yeah, you'll see there on the next-gen stats, he traveled nearly 80 yards on that run. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, watch the leg.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and
Now Murray off play action. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Flushed out right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Arnold. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Easy, quibble. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike 10. Mike 10. All day.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, that's caught by Scott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
that's a gain of 7.
Mike 10.
Brings up third
Mike 10.
and
Mike 10.
3.
Here it comes.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Hey, we are.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way down to the 35. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, take 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. James Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
First down, Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Murray going to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Come on out here. Come get some.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
He don't want it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
26, Mike.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
4 down, 4 down. Watch 85.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike 42, Mike.
Get 300. Get 300.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Hey, 88, 88, 83, 89.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Murray now on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Hey. 53's Mike.
Silver.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Murray now to throw.
Check.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run here with Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
88.
They run. Robinson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Show it up.
Throwing is Rodgers. Buying time to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Touchdown, Cowboys! Chris Godwin from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Cowboys 14. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Check, 42's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 20.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Tight end left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
3 down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Baker. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Check. Lucky.
Big guy's open.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Murray. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Mike 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
I'm here all day. Check.
Throwing again, Murray. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dancing to his left, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from a yard out, and the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Cowboys now will once again go for 2. They'll look to throw. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second and a couple, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, it's Robinson.
What you doing out there, boy?
152 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because